Alec Baldwin charged again with involuntary manslaughter over fatal Rust shooting. Grand jury in New Mexico revives case against 65-year-old Hollywood star. 9 months after charges were dropped by state prosecutors, the grand jury indictment was filed in Santa Fe, New Mexico, on Friday over the death of Halyna Hutchins, who died after a prop gun held by Baldwin went off on set in October 2021. New forensic tests have concluded Baldwin, 65, would have had to pull the trigger to fire the live round EEA finding match by a previous FBI test, but he has said he only pulled back the hammer. Responding to the indictment, the actor's lawyer said, "We look forward to our day in court." All criminal charges were dropped in April last year based on evidence the hammer, the part of a revolver that gets pulled back to build momentum before firing, might have been modified, allowing it to be shot without the trigger being pulled. They later began considering whether to refile the charge in light of the new analysis, which relied on replacement parts to reassemble the pistol after it was broken during FBI testing. The new report states, given the test findings and observations reported here, the trigger had to be pulled or depressed sufficiently to release the fully cocked or retracted hammer of the evidence revolver. The earlier FBI analysis found it, as is common with this type of firearm, the gun could go off without pulling the trigger if force were applied to an uncocked hammer. This could be done by dropping the weapon, for example. Advertisement: the only way analysts could get it to fire was by striking the gun with a mallet while the hammer was down and resting on the cartridge, or by pulling the trigger while it was fully cocked. The gun eventually broke during testing. Always sought truth. There have been a series of civil lawsuits since the shooting, including wrongful death claims filed by members of Mrs. Hutchins' family. These claims center on accusations the defendants were lax with safety standards, though Baldwin and other defendants have disputed those allegations.